Hello, Heartdwellers family. After prayer today, as I received the Lord after doing Holy Communion, I sat with Him for a while in thanksgiving. Then I asked, Jesus, what's on your heart? Jesus immediately began speaking. Pray for those in Afghanistan. You cannot imagine the immensity of the suffering. So much is not being broadcasted on the news, but it is horrific. The killings, the fear, the bloodshed, and the despair many have right now. The wickedness of your current president and his team is beyond what many can see or understand. They purposely set this nation up to fall, and they're working closely with the Taliban militants to implement their thirst for blood and complete destruction of people, governments, and nations, so they can finally rule and the Antichrist Obama can take his seat. Although the time is near, it is not yet time. Many of the souls who are perishing do not know me, my beloved ones, and I grieve for them. However, there are many who are just calling upon God, and with your prayers I will come to them and reveal my name to them, that they may call upon it and be saved. That is how far my mercy reaches, and that is why it's important for my brides to pray like never before. I may not be able to save many from dying, but I will save many from eternal death when you pray. What you saw in the rosary the other day was accurate. That was me suffering under the distress of that man. He was badly wounded, emaciated, and suffering from a fever. He died, but because of your call for mercy, he's now with me. As an aside here, before we began the rosary, Mother Claire mentioned that Jesus wanted and needed to be comforted. So I decided to use my sanctified imagination and go in the Spirit to comfort Jesus. However, immediately I saw myself lying on a dirt road behind a man. His features looked like Jesus, but his face wasn't turned my way. His hair was long and brown and a bit matted from sweat. He had covers up to his shoulders, and he was shivering and sweating. His lips looked cracked and white. So me thinking was Jesus, I snuck close to him and gave him a cup of water to drink, taking the hair away from his face so I could see him more clearly. And when he turned around a bit to drink, I realized it wasn't Jesus, but a man that I knew was from Afghanistan. My focus was just on him. However, I could see there were many people hastily walking and passing him, and felt like there was much chaos and turmoil going on. But this man was left alone, lying in the street. So I began to say, Lord, have mercy. And I came out the vision. Jesus continued, please, my brides, pray. Let the words, mercy, Lord, mercy, continuously be upon your lips, every hour. So many are dying in that place. Even pray for the soldiers in Taliban. Many of them are convoluted with error and teaching. And the young ones, although they wouldn't say it, are fearful themselves. There is no loyalty in a group put together by Satan. They can easily kill one another for power. So there are many of their own soldiers who are alongside them simply out of fear. For they know if they decide to leave or AWOL their unit, they will be killed instantly. Satan reigns in that land, but not for long, if my brides will pray. I have left a few servants there, who will receive the martyr's crown, but stay to call upon my mercy and pray for these people and guide them to me in their darkest hour. Pray that the resources necessary will get to the people of that land. Even that has been derailed by your government and theirs. However, there are a few avenues that will lead you to that you can trust, and the resources will get to them. Give as you can when I show you where to give, so those who are struggling, hungry, and without shelter can receive the aid they need until help comes. Lord, will things turn around for that country? It seems so hopeless. Jesus responded, nothing is ever hopeless with me, beloved. I use everything, and I'm using this in a powerful way to get the world's attention, to wake the walking dead, and to bring many, many souls to me. Pray covering these things daily, lifting up this nation and people before me in the divine mercy, and watch what I do. And that was the end of Jesus' message. My heart has been so sick after seeing the images of many climbing on the US military plane and falling off just to escape this malicious takeover in their nation. I saw one image with a man sitting on the ground holding his child and his face in his palm. I just broke down crying. But if you watch the news, you'll become jaded, fearful, and hopeless. We must trust that God is in complete control, and in His wisdom, He told us He would have Biden make several foolish decisions by listening to counsel that would actually frustrate His plans and the plans of the New World Order agenda. Let's also lift Him up in prayer as well for His salvation. Jesus mentioned that He wanted us not only to pray, but to give to the people of Afghanistan. They are in need of donations to purchase bare necessities and resources. I am aware with the Taliban in control, it may be very unlikely they'll get the funds you give. However, He led me to give to the Voice of the Martyrs and give a specific donation to the Christians being persecuted by Islamic extremists and guarantee that would get to them. So I will have the link in the description so that you can also give if you feel led to, and do as Jesus instructed. God bless you guys until the next message.